So how well do you know the information landscape? Are you confident about knowing all the resources and the quickest routes to get what you're looking for? Or are you unsure of exactly what is out there and how best to find it? Let's start with some of what's out there. Books. This includes fiction, things like novels, short stories, and poetry, or nonfiction, factual information like books on biology, dog training, and ancient China. Newspapers, magazines, and journals. In library terms, these are known as periodicals because they come out periodically, daily, weekly, monthly. You get the idea. Websites for all sorts of things, like getting news, finding information, for entertainment, shopping, or socializing. Government publications. This includes the U.S. federal government and all of its branches and departments, the state governments, as well as other foreign governments. Government documents can include laws, policies, and reports. Then there is media. This includes photographs, movies and videos, and sound recordings of all types. Social media, which overlaps a little bit with web pages, but while you might not own your own website, social media allows for just about everyone to create content and information and share it online. And graphics, particularly infographics, are big right now, but charts and graphs and data in general have always been part of the information landscape. Feeling overwhelmed yet? Well, we're just getting started, because along with all of these, and even more categories we could go on about, and all their internal variations, there is also several different ways each of these can be accessed. It is important not to confuse the content with how you're accessing it. For example, take the Humble Book. Sure, we're all pretty familiar with the ancient art of reading books in their paper form, but of course now we can also download our books to our e-readers, such as Nooks and Kindles. For works in the public domain, meaning they're no longer under copyright law, some books can be found free online through Google Books or Project Gutenberg. For books still covered by copyright, you may have access through library databases that provide ebooks, like EBSCO. And while it has evolved from tapes to CDs to MP3s, audiobooks continue to grow in popularity. It can be confusing. So be aware, for example, that even if you're looking at a web page you found using Google, what you might be doing is reading a book. Being able to make these distinctions is important, especially if you have to cite your sources, because first you need to know what you're really using.